Welcome to the very first time to Pikmin 3 Deluxe. It's the sequel to Pikmin 2, obviously. We're gonna press L and R, just go. We're not wasting time. Story mode, one player. I'll do some of the bonus content later. Right now we're just focusing on the story. New save file. New feature, difficulties. There's normal, the sweet and frothy difficulty. There's hard, the sour tang of challenge on this difficulty. And then there's ultra spicy. A hard-to-stomach difficulty intended only for those who consider themselves Pikmin connoisseur as well. I have playthroughs of the previous two games. I feel like my credentials are in order to pick the hardest difficulty.
Galactic date 20XX.
This guy's voice is better than mine, so I'm not gonna narrate this.
Space lies a planet on the brink of ruin. The planet's name? Kopai. Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Kopai's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only hope is to find another planet with edible matter. Accordingly, they send unmanned scout vessels called Sparrows out into space. To their dismay, the search is proving fruitless.
It's a horrible time to make a joke like that.
Just as they're about to give up, the final vessel reports back with news of a miraculous discovery. They mobilize to investigate the planet, which they name PNF 404. Kopai's last hope rests on 3 intrepid explorers. At last, the explorers' 279,000 light-year voyage nears its end. But as they initiate the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong.
And really just 3 for 3 on the crashes here, huh? That little jingle, that little Pikmin tune. Ooh, baby. I'm energized. I'm ready to go. A new, quote-unquote, new Pikmin experience. I have played this before. Exploration Day 1, 8:44 a.m., similar to in real life, and Charlie's crash site. What's going on with good old Charlie? No, we're not skipping. Okay, this is important. Ugh. I hear noises. What happened? You crashed, buddy. Did you not watch the opening cutscene? Because I did. These horrible yellow monsters with ears are attacking you. Oh, they've run away. What is this place? It's all snowy, just like in real life. Where am I? The last thing I remember was... Oh, of course. This must be PNF 404. Good detective work. Charlie to ship. Charlie to ship. Do you copy? This is your captain. I repeat, do you copy? Hello? Anyone? I don't think anyone's picking up, mate. There's no response. Where's my ship? My crew? Not here, that's for sure. It's Captain Charlie. He's got the gold star. He has the award-winning worst haircut ever. And I managed to escape unscathed, but what about the rest of my crew? They could be anywhere on PNF 404. I've got to find Alpha and Brittany. I only hope they survived. Who the hell? Oh yeah, there are like hints in this game. They're all really easy. Don't worry about it. There's these disgusting... Who knows what these guys are called. I'm just gonna... Listen, I shouldn't tell you this as a guy who makes videos, because I enjoy when people watch my videos. If you guys don't want to receive information you've already received about Pikmin from the first two games, maybe don't watch this one. It's gonna be a tutorial day. We're not gonna learn much that's new. Anyways, I'm in the wrong neighborhood, brother. Oh my lord, they're coming in for the pincer formation. Why are they coming closer? Surely my whistle will scare them off. It did the exact opposite. I'm surrounded. I intend to just chuck these guys away. This is how I deal with people in real life as well. Well, they're certainly lethal to mushrooms, that's for sure. God, that haircut is atrocious, I'm sorry. If you have that haircut, I'm sorry you thought that was an acceptable thing to put on your head. They don't appear hostile, to you at least. So let me get this straight. You can whistle them with B, throw them with A. You've all played Pikmin before, or at least you've seen it. Yeah. We got some yellow Pikmin on the squad. Very, very dangerous to mushrooms. We could go round up these guys, but like, it's just mushrooms, man. Smacking these mushrooms. Very similar to a red bulb orb's back. What's a red bulb orb, you might ask? Good question, we'll see later. The whole, like, R to check surrounding things is weird. It's weird to have, like, real camera controls in Pikmin. You're probably just gonna see me use the whole center camera button like this a lot, because I'm still, honestly, not used to using R to rotate the camera around. There's a lot of new things in this game that maybe I'm not quite used to, even though I've played through it, like, twice. Speaking of playing through it, like, twice, I'm not a child, which is why I'm playing on Ultra Spicy. These guys sure are dedicated. To actually unlock Ultra Spicy, you need to beat the game on hard mode first, which I would recommend, because Ultra Spicy is, like, difficult. It's not that difficult. These guys hate the light, by the way. Check it out. Destroyed. Yeah, this game is really easy, which I'll get into it later, because we're not going to see why this game is, like, what the difficulty does in this game quite yet. But just know that Ultra Spicy is a very fair difficulty level for this game. Anyways, looks like we're down to 2 captains already. It's they're dropping like flies. We're like 3 minutes in. Already, the 3 captains I was advertised as not going so well. This is like 2 minutes later at Alf's crash site. Alf's... He landed in some water, he's fine. Alf's having a good time. Mr. Blue over here. Not a color I respect. Or not a character I respect, to be honest. Oh, there goes that thing. The sun is bright. The air is free. And we're blacking out. It's over. Roll the credits. We're 2 captains down. All our hope rests on Brittany at this point. Nah, he's alive. He's fine, guys. It's a miracle. I'm alive and somehow unarmed. Well, you know, miracle is, subjective. It's Elf. He's in some waist-high water. He's having a good time, except for the fact that he crash-landed on this planet. Just as the SS Drake was about to land, we lost control and had to make an emergency escape. During the chaos, I was separated from my other 2 team members as well as the ship itself. As the ship's engineer, it's up to me, Alf, to find both the SS Drake and my crew members. Maybe not in that. Nah, you know what? That order is fine. Find the ship first, so you have somewhere to live. Some kind of red monster with a nose over there, but he's run off. What was that? This guy didn't read the box art before playing. Can you believe it? And there's more of them. And they're trying to get some mysterious thing out of that tree. But what could it be? One of the changes... listen, we'll talk about it later. It appears that the specimen I just spotted has company. He has friends. They are, really trying to jump there. And what's that stuck in that branch? They can jump pretty good for being like an inch tall. Whistle, and guess what? You gotta lock on in this game. No aiming required, just press the lock on button, get this mysterious flying thing out of the tree. It's got jets. It's got some gross spider legs. Not spiders, they're very, like, tentacle legs is what I'm trying to say. I was hoping that it was fruit, but it doesn't appear to be edible at all. Nevertheless, the red fellows seem quite pleased now that it's freed. Oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be looking for those 2 missing. You forget fast, my friend. Guess he has camera controls, we've been through this. Alright, so I mean, these guys are Pikmin, we all know it. Hey, they're following me. Guess what? Pikmin are really smart in this game. We got some rubble. There's even a 4th one back there, just kind of lounging around. Let me get you. So they pick up rubble, and they're gonna go over here, because we have a bridge, and they need to put down the bridge pieces. And when they're finished placing the bridge piece, they automatically run back and get another one. This is a list of things Pikmin do in this game that are quite a bit smarter than in previous games. Also, if you push them while they're pushing a bridge piece, they make a funny noise. They sound very annoyed. Yeah, so the lock-on feature is like not... It's questionable. It works pretty well. It's a little awkward sometimes because you have to like lock on, and then to like cancel the lock-on, you have to like tap B, but B is also your whistle, so you don't want to like whistle the Pikmin you've locked on or throwing on site. It's awkward, but I'll get more into it later. The bridge is almost built is the important part. Could have sped this along by just doing that, but you know, I'm not speedrunning here. I'm just trying to beat the dang game. 2 and 1. And even if like they've all, but they will just go back to the site, and they'll only join your party again if you're nearby. If I wasn't nearby, they would just kind of sit here and wait for orders. But I know what I'm doing. We got 4 Pikmin. The bridge has been built. Now we can cross over to the other side. Let us get our squad of 4 humble men and go investigate what this Wii U gamepad is over here. Yes, this game was originally released on the Wii U, but it's on the Switch now because it's a better console. My Copad. Thank goodness I found it. I can use it to locate the Drake. Cool. Yeah, it was like a while since this thing got ported, but like, man, Pikmin 3 Deluxe adds a lot of things that Pikmin 3 didn't have, which is good. Mainly the fact that it's not on the Wii U. Wii U is like the worst console ever. Great, it still works. Of course, I'd expect nothing less from Copad Engineering. I'll check my surroundings by scrolling through the Copad screen. Just gonna like use the control stick, but you can do whatever you want. Hey, look, I found the Drake. Ah, the Drake isn't that far from here. Maybe the other 2 crew members are there as well. I'd best head in that direction. We'll try, Alf. Now we can start exploring with the help of the Copad. Use the radar to check the map and the camera to take photos. Yes, you can take photos in this game. Not super interested in doing that. But yeah, you can lock on to pellet posies and just like always take them down in one strike. It's we got some female shear grubs here. There we go. The lock on is like kind of awkward for enemies because if they're moving as those guys were, it doesn't quite, like it doesn't track the shot. That would be a little too overpowered. So sometimes I just like to free aim. And it's weird how like, your thing can extend like pretty far. Your pointer, that is. And oh, we fed it a pellet and it has expelled some red men. I guess I should be a little more tutorial-y for this game. That thing is popping out some sort of sprouts. Because maybe this is your first Pikmin experience, I don't know. In case you didn't know, Pikmin is a man management simulator. You pluck them out of the ground, you feed their little onion things, and it's red Pikmin. They got a formal introduction. They have noses and they're red. They're alright on the cuteness scale. I see. So this is how these little creatures propagate. How incredibly fascinating. Press A to pluck nearby. Press B to cancel. Revolutionary new feature. You just tap A and he starts plucking. You don't need to mash it. You press A and then you press B when you want him to stop. Absolutely incredible technology. We've got 11 of these guys now. Now you can see they start to multiply. We bring back enemy corpses and the pellets, and the one pellet actually gives you 2 because we color matched it. So, you know, if I brought it to a different colored onion, maybe, if that was a thing in this game, can you imagine how wacky that would be? It would only bring 1. But because I matched colors, it brings 2. This is a 5 pellet, which brings 5. It doesn't bring like 6 or 10 or whatever. It's just 5. But yeah, they're taken down. Yeah, the lock-on feature is like it's pretty good for the most part. It makes a lot of sections a lot easier, as you're gonna see. But again, I don't really want to talk too much about the difficulty until we get into like the actual gameplay elements. This is just a tutorial section. I mean, the obvious things you can expect from the difficulty are like enemies have, you know, less health on the easier difficulties, yada yada yada. It's all very simple stuff, but they're getting that 5 pellet back. We're gonna have a nice 21 red boys on our squad. Should be enough to do anything we need to do. As you can see, you can put more than enough Pikmin on it to, you know, speed it along a little. Usually it's double, sometimes it's like 50% more. It's a nice little exercise in mathematics, or maths if you're from the land of the UK. Also fun, you can pluck these guys before they really like sprout out of the ground, which was not the case in like Pikmin 1. In Pikmin 1 you had to wait like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 seconds after it had gotten to the ground for it to actually like sprout up. It was a little annoying. Anyways, this box needs 20, very reminiscent of the first game when we also had a box that needed 20. Also just reminiscent of like every other game in the series where we start off by farming some reds, but you know, it is what it is. We started off with yellows this time, which was interesting, and then 2 minutes later, Captain Charlie got kind of eaten, but that's fine. We'll think about that. We'll go back for him later. What's that? Some sort of Microsoft Excel document has been left on the floor. It looks like someone's left a data file here. Perhaps the Copad will be able to read it, or just like your eyes could read it, but that's just me. What does it say? Pikminology number 1. The onion is like a nest for the Pikmin. It both gives birth to them and provides them with shelter. Excellent. The Copad can read the data files. These creatures are called Pikmin. The information might come in handy later on. I'll save it in the Copad's exploration notes. A feature I will not be using very much. There are exploration notes all over this game. Almost every single one of them provides you with not very useful information because it's just like so obvious. Or, I don't think Captain Charlie wrote this data file. So who did? Could there be other intelligent life forms on this planet? That's possible. So the data files, they range from like useless to sometimes like spoilery. Sometimes they will show you like an image or tell you how to beat, they'll give you hints on how to beat an enemy before you've like seen it. Which I obviously don't want to show off. But it's better than the Wii U, where I think in the Wii U it like automatically opened them up when you pick them up. So thankfully on the Switch we don't have to do that. Who built this wall here? More signs of intelligent life. It took them like 15 years. They finally made a wall that looks good. And instead of C-sticking, you just press X and they go to the wall. But yeah, the data files, when they give useful information, I'm just gonna like say it out loud to you guys because I know what they're gonna say. I know what all the Pikmin's abilities are, so I'll just like tell you guys. You don't need to read a dang data file. That crew could learn a lot from this kind of teamwork. Kind of rude, but okay. I hope the Drake is okay. Yeah, I also hope like the crew members are okay. That'd be like my first concern. The Drake's just a machine, man. Your crew members are like, well, they're not humans, they're copites, but you know, they're living creatures. There it is, the Drake. Seems to be doing well after it was spiraling and smoking out of the sky earlier. Copad isn't picking up any signs of life in the immediate area, except for the 21 Pikmin behind you. What am I supposed to do now? Oh. Ring, ring, ring. Someone's on the dream phone. Who is it? Incoming transmission. Who could it be? Probably not Charlie, because he's dead. It's Brittany! Spoilers. It's Brittany. Do you copy? Oh, yes I do. Thank goodness, you're with the SS Drake, right? Yes, I am. I made it through the landing in one piece. The thing is, I'm trapped somewhere. Well, that's unfortunate. And I'm starved. Well, looks like we lost connection. Oh no, we got cut off. I wonder how far away Brittany is. But at the very least, I'm thankful that she appears to be safe and sound. Those noises do not inspire hope for her survival. What's that strange sound? The sun is setting, which could mean that nocturnal predators are starting to wake up. I should probably get off the planet's surface for now. Good idea, Alf. One of the few you will have in this game. I'm not the biggest Alf fan, if I'm being honest. Much more of a Brittany kind of guy myself. Certified Brittany enjoyer has joined the squad. Yeah, let's just go. I don't want to deal with anything that might come out at night. Don't even think we get a good look at it. Who knows what happens here at night, man. I'm not dealing with that. Just escape to the low orbit. Hopefully there's no space-dwelling creatures we have to worry about. And look, the Red Onion has joined us. Apparently the Pikmin are afraid of the nighttime as well. Pretty understandable considering that I know what lurks in there and I wouldn't want to deal with that as well. I think I'd rip your arms off, man. 3 jugs of blue Gatorade left. Very cool. Most of the supplies you brought with us from Kopai were destroyed in that crash landing. But I only have 3 days worth of edible provisions left. And that's all for me. And now we have 2 days worth of edible provisions left. Starting tomorrow, I'll have to find some local food. Well, you know, the sparrows told us there was food here, so there better be. Alright, look at the end of day report. Look at that, we grew reds, we don't look at that image, listen, don't worry about the data files, okay? We found the ship, we drank some juice, birthed 21 Pikmin. I'll hit next on that. Let's see what our little end of day report from Alf has to say. We're shipwrecked. I'm not waiting for this. On this planet, some creatures called Pikmin helped me find the SS Drake, but our cosmic drive key is nowhere to be found. We won't be going anywhere without that. Luckily, I made contact with Brittany and we'll set out to find her tomorrow. When I took off in the ship, the Onion took flight as well. Odd, but amazing. I think that's a pretty good plan. Listen, it was the tutorial day. I didn't have much room to talk about things, okay? We're gonna save our progress. It's just tomorrow things are gonna happen, okay? I promise. This was this was a necessary hump to get over. A nice little reintroduction to the Pikmin series after 2. Okay, Pikmin 3. The game looks really, really good. Other than that, you know, we got the charge mechanic, the lock-on feature. We're gonna hopefully experiment those with, like, actual enemies tomorrow. Brittany's there. She's not an enemy. We got butterflies are there. It's the Garden of Hope, legally distinct from the Forest of Hope, I think. I've tracked down Brittany's signal. Right now, finding her is my highest priority. Okay, dude, whatever. However, I'm also very concerned that our cosmic drive key is now missing. If I don't find that, the Drake won't be able to fly fast enough to get us back to Kopai. That would be very, very bad. Alright, the Garden of Hope, laying there. I think I'm going to save that one for tomorrow, considering we just did the tutorial day. Tomorrow things are going to happen, okay? So, you know, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow when we actually do things. So, goodbye.